And then he's just like
Turns
in
into-
love with Poe.
I know.
The night that they spend on the phone together, I will remember for the rest of my fucking life. William, square up. Let's fight. Because you know what? It's not fair.
It's not fair
It's not
because
fair that you get to kiss this.
because William,
because,
you're
God
already
damn it.
beautiful.
Welcome back to Boys Love, Boys Love. This time we are recapping the entire series of ThamePo, Heart That Skips a Beat. As always, I'm Adam.
I'm RJ. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're both wearing our Poe cardigans.
Our Poe cardigans to hide our big muscular big backs.
That's not how big back is used.
It's used to cover our big muscular
Now,
bodies,
you
our
might
big
be thinking
shoulders.
of Big Boy, which famously
I need a big boy.
Yeah, but I would definitely not describe Est as a big boy.
Est is a wide-shouldered boy.
Dorito
broad
body.
boy.
He's
Dorito
a broad.
body. He's a broad.
A broad. I bring up the cardigans because usually, famously, obviously, at the end of My Beautiful Man, I wore
A costume.
I just
What
wore a little costume.
Yeah, tiny costume.
Tiny little costume.
People barely saw it. They were like, "Oh, I thought."
They didn't even notice.
Yeah.
If you go back, I don't know if many people noticed it, but when we did the My Love Mix-Up recap,
You were wearing an eraser shirt.
I wore an eraser t-shirt. I was looking for an eraser costume, but
Hard to come by.
They're usually pencils, and obviously it's a
Yeah.
different thing, so I didn't. Anyway.
But what big costume would you have worn for this
I
one?
thought about trying to find like a fishbowl like astronaut helmet.
Oh, like fish, like
cause Mars,
like fish out of water with his like
yes,
Martian
from
headset.
the greatest animated movie of all
Chicken
time,
Little.
Chicken
Absolutely.
Little. Yeah. I did think about that.
I mean, if you've
It
already
would have truly nothing to do with the show, but I was also like, well, there's never gonna be an astronaut BL.
you should have worn a Dr. Pepper outfit, a Dr. Pepper shirt.
I should have worn a Dr. Pepper shirt.
Because at the end,
that gag of the reveal that in the canonical
concept lore of Mars,
Pepper is a doctor.
A doctor.
So his name is
Dr.
Dr. Pepper. I mean,
we have to applaud it.
You
You've
can't
got
write
to applaud
like
it.
that.
No,
And they did.
they wrote it. I saw it.
Can I? Let's get in. I'll just read the little cast list.
And we go good or bad.
Yeah. We say
we tutor boot him.
Tutor boot. William plays Tame.
Toot.
Est plays Poe.
Toot.
Lego plays Nano.
Uh-huh.
Hong is Dylan. Nut is June. Twee is Pepper. Size, Ciize. I'm assuming it's Size. It plays Byfern. Sammy plays Ming. Drake is Tay. Leo is Mick. Fa is Gam.
Oh,
And
honey,
Mama-
we've got lots to say about
Fa is
Gam. Fa is
the moment.
Fa is Gam. Fa is actor. Fa is pilot.
What lawyer?
Fa is
mother.
lawyer. Fa is mother.
Fa is mother.
And Fa is mother.
And I've
always said that. We've always said that.
And finally, Namphon is Pemika.
Pamika?
That's your cast list.
Yeah.
Everybody does a great job. I don't think there's a dud in this cast. I'll be
I don't
honest.
think that
I really think everyone is
if
really
they're
good.
not charming with their like how they portray their characters, you're really invested in them. No one is like, oh, and they're just fine.
Yeah.
Drake probably has the least amount to do because Sammy does more in between the two of them.
Interesting. I mean,
But Drake was still very charming in his little Ascot Gavots.
of the main cast, I felt like Lego had the least to do.
Oh, totally. Actually, I think Hong probably had the least to do.
Oh,
at
yeah,
least,
it's
like-
either him. Well,
It's weird because maybe they're used the exact same amount.
they
but,
each like get an episode.
yeah.
But I feel like Hong's episode featured him more than Lego's episode.
Oh, yes, because Lego's episode was more about the group.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone came together. We are a family,
Yeah.
dream girls. Like, it was that.
Yeah,
That
come
was
back,
the
Effie.
episode. Yes.
Yeah.
We need you.
That sounded good. That sounded so good.
I started laughing halfway through.
Do you want to give them a log line of just what the general plot is?
Okay, so, est
Poe.
off to a great start. Poe is down on his luck after being dumped by his boyfriend, who he started a startup with. And he basically ran with everything and basically just like used him to whatever, gain the rewards, but then like just dumped him because it's like, well, I'm the CEO now, honey. So he's down on his luck. On the side, he helps his friend Byfern make like cup sleeves, take pictures because he's like a creative person, graphic designer, and he works at a suit shop. Byfern, who's like a big Mars stan. Byfern. By Pumpkin, who's a big Mars stan. Do you remember their fandom name?
No, Sphere.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Thank you.
She was like,
I am one.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Sphere, go see The Wizard of Oz right now
What
at
if
the Sphere in Las Vegas.
If instead of The Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, they played ThamePo?
ThamePo? Oh, 100% I'd go. I'd go every day.
Yeah.
To see a, like, 6-story tall est.
Just his shoulders.
Gag.
That's my Godzilla, honey.
Honey. He can grab me like King Kong any day.
Oh, honey.
So that's me being woman in King Kong. Does she have a name?
It's Pauline in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Pauline. Yeah,
so
yeah.
You would be Pauline in the OG King Kong or Donkey Kong, not Donkey Kong Bonanza, honey. Because Donkey Kong Bonanza, they're like
Get
too
back
little.
To the synopsis.
So Byfern is like they're hiring over at Miss Wonner.
Wonner Entertainment.
You should go for it so you can work there and then just tell me all the secrets. He ends up getting the job.
And he hasn't like a real job.
Yeah. He is hired to be the documentarian, the behind the scenes documentarian, because they're preparing for a comeback. That's like what he's been told. You find out through the show that William, playing Tame, who is the leader of Mars,
which is not
the group, the actual group Lycan. They're preparing to ship him off to Korea because Korea is interested in just him. So the documentary is actually supposed to be like we're saying goodbye to.
Bye Tame.
Bye Pumpkin. It's supposed to say goodbye to Tame.
By Fern. By Tame.
But due to the fact that the show is called ThamePo, then they're probably going to end up together. So Poe ends up actually like, he can't get him out of his head. And it was the moment? It was he lifted his head. Or lifted his face to him. And he was like, oh, wow, this man is fine.
Yeah.
So they kind of develop feelings for one another. Tame basically says, I don't want the group to disband. What I wanted to take this contract so that way I can like hopefully someday still save Mars. But they find out that like, no, they're really shipping him off to Korea. So they tried to make a plan to get Mars back together. They work together. Through that, they end up falling in love. They basically try to do their own like single, still under Warner, but then they still are performing it and it goes viral. It goes like they get an all kill. So
Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, so Pamika, the CEO of Warner, is kind of forced to like...
I hate a witch.
A witch.
I hate her. I hate her.
Is forced to basically accept that they are still successful and they should probably whatever. So they're preparing for this like huge comeback concert. At the concert, spoiler alert! Because we're discussing the whole series.
Obviously, we're talking about the whole series.
You never know, mama, with these divas. You find out that they are still shipping him off. This concert they're going to announce that he's leaving at this concert. So they do one final heist to get Mars back together. And basically they like refuse. And Pamika lets them go. Basically she gets one-upped in this final ruse on the concert. She lets them go. She lets them keep their name, but she's like, but you owe me money. So make sure you pay up every month. But you are allowed to be Mars. Like, you can self-manage yourself. And through that plot, the romance can happen, and Tame and Po are able to be together, because there was a moment where they couldn't be together. But now they can be, because the idol and the staff can be lovers. I am surprised that I remembered all of that about ThamePo, because this show to me was it felt very lo-fi.
Explain what you mean by that.
The stakes didn't feel high at all. Like, it wasn't like, even though I describe it as like, yeah, like they're getting the band back together and then there's one last heist at the end to like whatever. But throughout it, it never felt like the stakes were high.
Here's what I will say. This is a show that is like very safe. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean there is no chaotic element about this show. Yeah. It feels like it's very on the rails the whole time. There are conflicts, and they overcome the conflicts, and I cried a bunch.
Yes.
And there was like the penultimate, like they aren't together, and then they finally get together at the end. So like it all happens, but there is, at no point did I feel like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna work out.
I was never on like the seat of my pants.
No, but I think it's so well done.
Yeah.
It just, that is not the style of show that they are going for, is something that like you can just turn on and fall into.
Yeah.
Like, it is not a show that I would say even really requires a lot of like active participation on the viewer's end.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a perfect, if it was like just a regular movie, like a 2-hour movie, this is like a perfect Sunday afternoon movie.
Well, it's a perfect Netflix movie.
It's a perfect binge
This
show.
was their first like Netflix Thailand, Netflix Asia show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people were saying.
It is. I really liked this.
Yeah.
I really liked this. I would not put it anywhere in my like top 10 or anything like that. But this is like easily for me, and I know we'll talk about this later, but this is easily for me like something I would like keep in rotation just to like turn on, because there is a aspect of this show that feels like a warm blanket.
Yeah, totally.
Like, it's very safe. It's not even we talked about this a lot with like My Love Mix-Up, where it was a very nice show and everybody was very kind to each other. There is some of that,
but the kindness was like a theme in the show.
Yes.
Like, they were trying to portray it.
This is sweet. And the characters are very likable.
Yeah.
Except for the witch.
Witch.
But
the hag. the evil witch. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's really likable, and everyone is like really charming, and everyone has good chemistry.
Yeah.
And there are some of my favorite heart-fluttering moments from BLs are in the show.
Yeah. There clearly was the
memorization of the phone number.
I know.
Really
That's what I'm
sent
saying.
me to the movie.
That was clearly the focus. Like, I think they were like, I think we have something with William and Est here. Their chemistry is like real. They look great together, and they're really selling it.
For sure.
So let's like go with it and make it feel like a warm romance, as opposed to, like a will they, won't they? Like, it's almost from the very beginning. It's kind of written up. This show is their names, so like, you know that they're gonna get together, so you just want to like watch the slow ride into it.
Yeah, but it's not like it's a show that's a slow burn.
No, it wasn't.
They have like episode 1 they're kind of enemies, and then from that, then they just like by episode 6
really
they're pretty
quick.
much
But I think because the heart-fluttering moments were so fast, like it happened so fast. Them being in the stock room happened in like episode 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, they're already close proximity. Like, you already know that they have they have tension, and they know it, and you know it.
Yeah. I think like overall my take is like it's good, and I would recommend this This is one I would easily recommend for someone's
first BL. Absolutely.
Maybe the only thing is, like, if they don't know anything about the entertainment industry,
Right.
maybe they might get a little bit lost in the sauce on, like, what
but I will say,
of the things are.
I'm not,
about it,
like, we don't know a lot about T-pop, but it very much, this show, they made it like it's, they structured it a lot like the K-pop industry, which, I mean, I'm sure there's true similarities in T-pop, but they were leaning in on, like, let's follow the structure of, like, how if this was in the K-pop industry. I felt like they were leaning into it, I think, because they knew that, like, this is more accessible globally. I felt like
K-pop is, like, bigger globally, so you don't have to know exactly specific T-pop things.
Yes, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think my overall take about the show, before we head into, like, specifics or anything, is, like, there's nothing to, like, beat. There is no... It would be very hard to have strong negative feelings about this show. Because even if your biggest take, and I think you could have the take that it's slow. It is not,
or it's not
offensive,
exciting.
and it is not so slow that it's like, well, I can't even do any, like, you can't watch it at all. It just,
I think we had berets that felt that way, and so they, like, couldn't get into it right away.
Yeah,
but that first episode, the first 2 episodes, like, there was enough there for me that it kept my interest.
Yeah.
Because once the mission starts, that, like, let's get the gang back together, I was invested.
Yes.
Because I want to see...
And I really liked that
the individual
each character got an episode. I liked how that was all set up.
Yes.
It was almost like a Dora the Explorer episode.
Yes,
where it was like,
let's
we
go
need to do these 3 things to get, like, it was very easy to track in that way.
It was very smart.
Let's talk about the love triangle. Or the non-love triangle. Okay, so early on in the show...
Is there a word where... It's not gay baiting, but it does feel like they were, like, ship baiting. Like, they were baiting that, like, maybe there was a plot baiting. I don't know. They were baiting that, like, maybe Nut's character would also have been interested in Tame or Po. Yeah.
So there seems to be in the front half of the show this extra tension with the character June and Po, and it seems like we're walking down the path of Po is gonna have to choose if he likes Tame or if he likes June.
Yeah. And they play around with it, like, June is, like, nice to Po, but then Po, like, he's, like, taking him out to his, like, secret club, like, bar that he likes to go to. Yeah. But then June will tell Po, like, oh yeah, Tame usually doesn't have time for people or whatever, blah blah blah. So you're probably not that important to him.
Yeah.
But later is, like, you find out, like, well, I wanted to make sure that, like, we were serious about getting back together again or whatever. Like,
yeah, I think what you're supposed to glean. It's very weird. The choice of this is very strange for me. I'm sure in the book that this is based on, it is more explicit. And for whatever reason, they did not go that route.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to think, oh, June is being the good guy and, like, letting Tame win, per se, because Tame has given up so much. Like, he's
given up his career.
Yeah, he's constantly the one who's, like, putting the group ahead of himself. So I think you're supposed to just get that from nothing, basically, which is strange to me because I think that plot line could have been drawn out, like, maybe one more episode.
I know.
To a real conflict, but it kind of just withers on the vine.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the reasoning is, because it's not that this show didn't have time. Because the back half...
They had an extra episode, actually.
The back half of the show...
We were kind of...
I would say has less plot. Yeah. Like, I liked the back half I liked the show.
Yeah.
But plot-wise, it feels like in the back half we were a little bit treading water just to get to...
Yeah, it was just to get to the final concert. Mm-hmm. It was around, like, the same time with My School President when we got to, like, the 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
of it all, those episodes feel so light in stakes and plot that you're just trying to get to the last.
It probably could have gone one more episode. Okay, so like I liked it. I just felt like it didn't have enough weight attached to it for as much time as the audience was like asked to spend on this plot.
Because I think the way they've written June's character would have been a perfect second, or what is it, like antagonist to the love. Well, what do you call that? Like another option,
like, it's
another
just an
love.
obstacle, really.
Yeah, like the character June is written in a way that would have made sense that like he's the other man that you could.
And I really like how Nut portrays this character.
Adam, he's out of everyone that
Is he
out
your
of
MVP?
No, but he's the one that I am like.
You would. Mm-hmm.
I have followed his Instagram like quickly. S was the first one because I was like, this face is wow, chiseled out of marble.
Right.
The second one I followed was Nut because I was like, it's that big jaw. I know.
A big jawed bitch. I love him.
Adam said in one of our reactions, never trust a big jawed bitch. And one of our berets who we met at KCON was like, I continue to laugh about that to this day. What a great
He's got a
line.
great jaw.
He's got a great jaw.
He's got a very prominent
But he was
jaw.
like, he was doing the thing of like, he was being so weaselly. Like he was making Poe's life miserable. And every time he showed up, like, never trust a big job.
Because here's the thing. So like, there's that plot line. Okay, so like the first few episodes are truly just getting the band back together.
Muppets movie.
Then we have the June love triangle. Then we have Pepper and Gam. Like that situation, which I actually think is like the strongest of all.
I totally
because I think
agree.
They really have a take on being like fan culture is not healthy.
It had a
Totally.
mess or a point of view.
And then
it
was like the finale.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that of all of them,
Pepper's Ghost, Pepper's Gam.
I think of all of them, like getting the band back together really worked. It was like a great intro to each character. You got to learn, like it was like smart to do it in the way that they did it.
Maybe because
Gam's whole I just lived for that.
I think the June thing, it's also because like you already agreed to do this. So like you being an obstacle makes no sense because it's like you don't want to get them back together. But was he just being an obstacle of like you can't be in a relationship? Because they didn't. I think
he likes Poe, RJ.
No, I know, but because he never said that.
No, I know.
I'm like, are they trying to like? What could have the justification been?
Are you asking what the justification of writing it this way so that it's not? What are you asking?
Yeah, like just like what a person could get out of watching the show and like, oh well, that was the justification. Like he did want the band back together, but he wanted to make sure that either it was real that Tame really likes Poe and that this isn't just like a fling, or Poe needs to go because it's a distraction.
I don't think that's either of the justifications. I think you're supposed to genuinely realize that he is relinquishing Poe, like his affection toward Poe for Tame because he thinks Tame needs this more than he needs it.
That, to me, is like a generous analysis.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
I am also gleaning that from what people have talked about what happened in the book. Because I think it's more explicit in the book, like I was saying. I am unclear as to why this is so watered down.
That's why
the resolution.
That's why I was saying the baiting thing, because like if there were just lines that expressed that June may have also liked Poe, I would have bought it because he was performing the character, as if he was also interested in him. But like it never felt like he said it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. I get okay. So my guess was like because we are using Lycan. They didn't want to be too much about, like, the members don't like each other. Yes, because I don't know how it resolves in the book. I mean, it has to resolve to some degree in the book because they do agree to go and do this whole venture together. But I don't know if it's it feels like it's more intense between the two of them past that
Yeah.
point. But again, we had so much runway left of the show.
I know.
that you still could have addressed
You
any
could have
kind
done
of
it and
tension
then
between the two of them.
Yes, you could have done it and like fully reconciled and would have believed it that like yes,
Mhm.
they're stronger now.
I agree.
Because now it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my only... That was like my biggest critique.
Yeah.
Was I just was like, oh, the resolution of this subplot is
Because it
nothing.
felt like I was being, I hate to say it, being edged into.
Do you hate to say... It seems like you don't hate to say that.
I was being gooned
My God.
of something that like June was going to fully make a pass at Poe, and I wanted to see those jaws.
I don't think
I wanted to see those jaws.
I definitely don't think there's any world in which they were gonna have Est kiss Nut.
No, but I would have seen like June like hit on him or like go for it, and then Poe,
I would have rather had like one full episode where both of them are like, we're both gonna vie for your affection, which I feel like
Jail
happens,
Boys at the end of Jail Boys,
Yes.
and they're like, I'm also gonna start flirting with you now.
And then once it gets to be too much, that's when
Poe is
Nut
like, I'm picking.
walks or June
Oh,
walks
yeah.
back and is like, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because I do like the aspect of that it is not Poe's decision, it is June withdrawing himself from the competition.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like very
I'm going home.
Ben de la Creming himself. Because I like that
June de la Christ.
June de la Christ. The levels of joke there.
June de la Christ.
Because I like that it's like a recognition of like our friendship means more to me than blah 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 blah.
Some broad-shouldered bottom.
Yeah. You were just so intent on calling him broad and big.
Because he is. They put him in the biggest cardigans to hide the fact that his shoulders have his full wingspan.
It's like a zip code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He
literally is drawn like
a triangle, an upside down triangle.
It's crazy. Dorito body.
Yeah.
But they put these pastel cardigans because they knew Adam would watch it someday. And they were like, what do you mean? He's a soft little short little boy.
Yeah.
Like little like waif. It gives me Junso Wee-Eye Twink in Secret Relationships. They try to make him like, ooh. And then obviously now we're watching him Boys 2 Planet. It's like, oh, that's a man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And his face is so chiseled too.
He's...
As I feel like we say this every time about someone, but Est is one of the most attractive faces
I have ever had the
pleasure of opening my eyes to.
William, square up. Let's fight. Because you know what? It's not fair.
It's not fair
It's not
because
fair that you get to kiss this.
because William,
because,
you're already
goddamn it.
beautiful. William to me like gives he's like Boy Next Door, like Boy Next Door glow up. Like he's so gorgeous, but like in like a
He looks like an idol.
like approachable way, which is like perfect for an idol.
Yeah.
Est is Model.
Yes. I love, in terms of them and their chemistry and whatever, the simp that Tame becomes over
because
Poe.
who was scared I was, because at the beginning Tame was such an asshole that I was like, ooh, what's going on?
And you know what? I got on here and I said I did not buy Thomas being a jerk in Your Sky.
Tira krap.
I do buy it with William. Like, I think he just has like a set
He
face
can do
that
a face.
looks like I would be nervous to run into him if he was pissed.
Yeah.
But that goes away so fast.
quickly.
By
and
episode 2.
I know.
And then he's just like
turns
in
into-
love with Poe.
I know.
The night that they spend on the phone together, I will remember for the rest of my fucking life. I genuinely, there were things that I had not seen used as like sweet moments before in BL. And we're obviously a number of BLs under our belt, and a lot of them have very similar beats.
Right.
And I think part of that is like, it is nice to come across those BLs and you're like,
yes.
oh, this feels like
it's
home.
their version of
This having like different moments while still achieving the exact same idea, but doing it in a different way. I was like, oh, like that.
Yeah.
That's what made me perk up.
See, okay, so it was the phone call for you, the phone call all night.
The all-night phone call really sent me to the moon, mostly because I did this with my boyfriend in college.
Oh my
Not
God.
in a positive way, by the way.
Oh my God. Guys, if you only knew the hours wasted. Literally wasted.
Yeah.
So for me, you know what it was?
What?
Let me take you home. Let me walk you back to the bus.
The walking back and forth.
Oh, you just missed the bus. Oh, let me walk you back to your apartment. Oh, let me walk back you to the bus.
It's so good. It's like genuinely things like that are like, it's so, because you go into the show being like, oh, it's about an idol falling in love with one of his staff members.
Yeah. Already
so you
a
think
fantasy,
it's going
right?
to be huge.
Flashy.
Yes. And it's
not.
Everything is the exact opposite
It's the
of that.
most private, small moments because that's all they can do.
And let's talk about privacy.
The girls were mad that we kept like complaining.
Okay, you head into the show, and they are idols who are famous enough to have
a giant billboard,
a giant like 12-story banner on the side of a high rise,
and
announcing
bus stops,
concert.
Yes, and bus stops. Yeah.
So there is a lot of them just walking around, and clearly from the beginning they're not supposed to be dating anyone. You don't even have to. It's not even let's take gay out of the equation.
Yeah.
Because the show does, by the way, and it says no one can date.
Yeah.
That is like
not just
textually a part of the show. Idols cannot date. So I was like, oh, they're just being so uncautious with all this.
They are just out here going to the grocery store.
Streets,
they're walking together,
chatting about it, like yelling loudly about it. Yeah.
And here's the thing, okay? Yes, it's not interesting if they were all wearing masks, hats.
Yeah.
We still have to watch the show.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that later on, it is like there are photos taken of you with people.
Mm-hmm.
So like it does become like the conflict of the Pepper Gam.
Very much so.
But there was a little bit of like, I couldn't suspend my disbelief enough that like, you know, it was if like Park Han-bin was just walking around with, I don't know, someone that he may be.
I feel like
seeing.
It's bigger than Park. I mean, we can't even get into like how famous are they?
Famous is
whatever,
Mars?
Fine, and
because
we can agree
technically,
that, like, obviously T-pop isn't as big globally,
right?
Da 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 da.
But T-pop isn't as big globally, but it's big in Bangkok. Like I can't like if Beanie was walking around the Manila, everyone would be going crazy.
Yes,
if SB19 was walking around,
correct.
So they're just walking around. I'm like, you can't tell me that in this little food truck,
this is
food
what drove
truck
me crazy
field.
because we talked about it, and then people were like, "They're not as famous as you think they are." So da 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 da. And then later, it's actually the plot that they get caught, and I was like, "Well, then why did you tell me not to even like think about it?"
Because it is plot.
Because it's clearly set up that you're supposed to be like, guys, I think you're in public. You can't do this. They just specifically have to like take separate cabs to and from work because they're not supposed to be seen together.
Yeah. So we were right.
We were right. I didn't understand the argument.
There was someone that was like, I don't understand because they're not like super famous. They were at one point, and I was like, that's end of discussion. They were the biggest group at one point.
Yeah.
So
Backstreet Boys is not the biggest group on earth right now, but I swear to God, if
Lance Bass was walking around, being like,
I would take a photo of Lance Bass.
That's Lance Bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So privacy.
Lance Bass was,
no.
Lance Bass was Backstreet.
Lance Bass was in sync. No.
You said Backstreet.
Lance Bass was Backstreet. Yeah.
Lance Bass was Backstreet.
Yes.
Okay. Was it?
Was he?
Oh, I think Lance Bass was NSYNC.
Was he?
Backstreet
he was.
Backstreet was JC.
NSYNC.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so if JC was walking around, I'd be like, Adam, that's JC from Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
You would be like, who?
I know who JC is, thank you.
Who's the other one from Orlando?
Chazé.
Who's the one from Orlando that like had the hot dogs?
What's the point?
What's the point?
What are we talking about?
So, I think if I saw, I don't think ZV1 is. Maybe. I mean, they won a survival show.
Who's your bias in Mars?
In Mars.
In Mars, not in Lycan, in Mars.
In Mars.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would be a June bias because he's the one that's like, I'm also acting. And I would be one of the divas who are like, I want to watch the shows that he's in.
I'm a full...
Although, I think Pepper would be good too because he's the MC.
He's so handsome.
His side hustle is the MC, and I love a variety king.
Yeah.
So I think it would be between those.
I think in Mars, I would be a Nano bias.
Oh, absolutely. That's Pocket Boy.
Pocket Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he will be if and when I get into Lycan.
Uh-huh. And he's diva. He's full diva.
I think in Lycan, it's gonna be...
It's William?
No.
Oh, Tool?
Twee? No.
Twee?
Mm-mm.
Hong?
Mm-hmm.
You would be a Hong bias, really?
I think so.
So he's apparently also a diva.
I have ascertained through digital media. Yes, I have seen.
The only video I've seen is him doing the Nothing Beats a Jet 2 holiday.
Oh, it's so funny. He's so funny. Yeah. Yeah, I'm worried about Hong.
I think Nut Hong is a ship, too.
It is, yes. Mm-hmm.
I just wish if someone was here just randomly through an algorithm,
which I thought for a long time was
whatever.
New Thong.
Oh, whenever you would see it?
Yes.
Like, what ship is New Thong?
Yeah.
New Thong, ta-thong. Baby, make your booty go.
It's like Zenu. His first new is NU.
Yeah.
So I was like, who's New Thong? Who's Thong?
Who's Thong? P-thong?
P-thong?
Nong Thong?
No. Nong Thong. That nong na nong thong. Guys. What the
help us. No, I guess like Nut Hong is like real good. Like a real good ship to get into.
Yeah,
sure. They play along with it. And listen, you know me, I love a little...
I believe that the Thai girlies are not scared of playing into ships.
Yeah.
That I will believe. Sure.
I believe T-pop is like, oh no, that's part of the gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's half the gig. Yeah. Love it.
Love it.
I really liked, genuinely, when we have the blow up with Pepper and Gam. I was very frustrated by it because obviously it's so unfortunate because he's such a great character in the show and is like so mellow and calm, cool, collected.
And I really thought they were just gonna write him off as like, and then there's Pepper. He's like, because there was he doesn't get a story of like joining in. He's just like, Pepper just joined in. Mm-hmm. And then you find out that like he actually doesn't.
He has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend this entire time. Because the band getting back together then becomes secondary to Tame being like, well, now I want to be with Poe. But how can I do it?
How can I can't date anybody.
Yeah. And so they get discovered. Well, oh my God. And this is when we start the evil hag. The evil hag now really activates.
No, she's like activating the whole time. The whole show is her activation.
Pamika, the CEO,
and then they try to at the end. Oh, we have to talk about the ending, but yeah.
Okay, so anyway, the Pepper's Gam thing is that
Pepper's Gam,
Pepper's Ghost, Pepper's Gam. The Pepper Gam, their photos get leaked that they're together, and you find out it's because Miss Evil Hag CEO. Evil Queen, La Bruja, actually leaked them in exchange for not leaking ThamePo's photos.
Yeah.
Because ThamePo was walking around the grocery store, the sandwich food truck.
No, the only photo she has of them is getting in the elevator at
Poe's apartment.
Poe's apartment building. But I'm like, you could still explain that away.
I know.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. But he had a... No, he didn't. I was like, he had a bag of condoms. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He famously didn't buy the condoms. They let us on. They gooned you again with condoms.
Condoms, Rose. Condoms. So they end up breaking up.
To kill the story.
Yeah, to kill the story. Pepper and Gam break up. And it's this very emotional scene that they have together, but then Poe talks to Gam, and literally this performance, like full
mother,
full Viola Davis in doubt, like one
scene,
15-minute scene, completely like ate it all up, and was like, wow,
nominated for an Oscar.
That's the theme of the show. It's like that's the heart, like everything. Leave it to a woman to outshine in a BL. Woo!
I was like, I really appreciated that they added this as a storyline because it's obviously such a clear conflict for the characters.
Yes.
That I was like, listen, there could have been a version of the show where that is not part of it.
Yeah.
And the way the show ends, you're kind of supposed to forget that they can't be public, right? Yeah. Like, there's no...
Oh, yes. Yeah,
like,
ThamePo.
It ends so nicely that it begs you to not ask any questions, right? Don't ask about how much debt they're in.
Yes.
Don't ask about how they're managing by themselves.
Because like, that'll all just...
Everybody got what they wanted. Yes. And that's what's most important, right?
Important,
and to some degree, that is what's most important, right?
Because everything else is just part of the gig of like being an idol.
Correct.
The working, doing whatever, the gigs, just to pay off a debt to a company, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
A contract, blah, blah, blah.
You know, our arch nemesis, Pocket Doll, they're under fire again because they never paid off the production company that filmed their last music video for Fantasy Boys. Anyway, what is Gam's name, Diva?
Her real name is Fa Youngwari Anilbal.
Her performance was so good that we immediately were like, who is this diva? We looked her up immediately in the reactions, and we got to her Instagram, and she is, as she states, actress, pilot, lawyer, mother.
She's I'm obsessed with her. I hope someone clips this and is like, hey, these two slurs are talking about you on YouTube. Queen
Tings.
8 down.
Queen card, honey.
Too good. No, I really liked this.
Stomped on all the girls.
I liked this, and I liked then that there was an entire plot about how Byfern, who runs the like
Mars updates
account on Twitter, was like so mad that he was dating someone
because she is a Pepper stan.
No, that's the thing. She's not even a Pepper bias.
She said Pepper. She said she was a Pepper bias.
Isn't she a William bias?
No, she said she was. Bias? She said she was a Pepper bias. She was like, because she was like, why did it have to be my bias out of anyone?
Okay.
So then she shuts her account down.
And by the way, this character is like definitely supposed to be late 20s.
Yes.
At least.
She was like a full like account manager at some creative agency or whatever.
Sure.
Because she was working for Gam.
It's just
like Gam was one of her clients.
Embarrassing as an actual adult to be like, I'm so mad that the person I like in a group is dating someone.
In like a fan setting.
Yeah.
Is a person.
Yeah. That drove me crazy.
It drove me crazy. It was really frustrating. But she
so
came
real.
around. Yeah, it's real. But she came around to it and she was like remorseful that like, I can't believe I acted that way because I, as a true fan, I should be cheering for what makes Pepper happy.
Correct.
And I can see that he has completely changed since after the breakup.
Do you think there's some part of it that like because...
Oh, because they do get back together.
Because we don't live in...
Thailand? Yeah.
No, because like...
Not yet?
There's no possible discernible realm in which anyone would ever meet. Like, is there a level of delusion that people have when they live in a smaller country where they're in the city where these people also could be? So there's like some level of like, maybe there's a 0.1% chance we could end up together. Do you think that? Because I don't have that about any of the people that I like. There's obviously I'm married. So
Thailand is small, but aren't they so... Isn't it a very populous country? So it's like...
Well, they're all in Bangkok.
Yeah.
But there's just something... I literally... I cannot comprehend being this delusional.
No. But that's the thing. I could see a person be driven to that. Like, if like, I was a big Lycan stan or Mars stan, and I was walking around, and Tame looks at me in that way that, like... I could. I don't
when
know.
you're helping a little boy so he can see or was it a little boy, little girl, a
little
kid,
girl see you walk by.
see you walk by, yeah.
And he like sees the act of kindness.
Act of kindness, Poe's act of kindness.
No, yeah, I think the delusionality, the delusionism,
the study of delusionology.
the study of delusionology. I also can't
It's
imagine
so
myself
foreign
doing
to
it.
me.
But because I am such a person who always like is thinking about like how I'm being perceived.
Yeah.
So I always have a barrier.
I just felt like I was like, you know what? I like that this show brought up the parasocialism of
totally.
like idoldom. And
I think I would have been I know you said that like if they didn't even do it, it would have been perfectly fine. I think I would have maybe been a little frustrated if they didn't, because I was like, well, that's a reality of it. So I appreciate the show a lot more that they did it.
I think it's smart to have addressed it. I think it's also funny because you're not supposed to, there's no point at which you're supposed to leave this show and be like, well, idol culture is bad.
Yeah.
Because like GMM is also trying to sell you like
yes,
through the
yeah,
show.
they know.
And so half of the show's job is not just to be like, hey, check out this good BL we made or whatever, and it looks really pretty, and we'll talk about how pretty it is.
It's also like, check out Lycan.
It's truly check out Lycan.
Yeah.
And on that, I mean, I think they did it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. But it's not a treatise on whether or not we should like take down the idol industry.
Yes.
That is not what the point of the show is.
Yeah. It humanizes it to a point where it's like, okay, I as an audience member could come into an understanding of like, okay, they should be able to like be human.
Here's the thing, it does try to humanize the villain, and I just didn't need it. And I think, I don't know what the point was.
La Bruja.
Because they made her so evil.
And fully just like, I'm just about the money. I'm just about the contract. No, he's got to go. It's cut and dry. It's a contract. He signed it. He's going.
Yeah.
But that when they do the whole heist and ruse at the end, they crash the final concert, blah, blah, blah.
They crash the car.
They make everyone like root for Mars instead of just Tame. Then she is like, you just cost me a lot of money. I'm going to fire you, but you can be Mars.
Yeah.
They still play off that, like, that was such a gift.
Yeah, that she really
like,
did
thank
something.
you.
They thought she really did something. She thought she ate. And she didn't. The actress, I think, is really good in this role. She's so unlikable.
She's so unlikable. She's really good. At the end, I was like, I hate you so much.
She's clearly, like, playing it up, which I think is great. I just was like, just let her be a capitalist witch.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to give her a moment of humanity. Let villains be villains in 2025. I think we can do that again.
Because they do make her, like, at the end, it's like, it was to prove to me that, like, they really are serious about this, so I'll let them have it, even though they cost me a lot of money. I was like, no, just be like, you can literally just say, I lost all of the shareholders or whatever, so I'm firing you. Here's just the bill. I don't want anything to do with you. I've got these new, what is that, Gump or whatever the new boys are?
Oh, yeah.
Dump?
No. Is it Gump?
I think it's Gump.
It's Gump, I think.
I've got Gump ready to debut.
I've got Forrest over here.
I've got Forrest.
And their new title track is Box of Chocolates.
Box of Chocolates. I've got Jung singing the song that you wrote, but I rewrote it and got me a Cadillac car, honey. So he's ready to go. I don't want anything to do with Mars whatsoever. I never want to see a planet concept ever.
The solar system has been canceled, honey.
But it was funny that there were moments at the end where it was like the CEO is at Gorilla, like watching, like, I'm going to be here and make sure I see everything is going right.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah. And then the show ends just very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
And again, don't think too hard about where their situation is now.
It's like they don't go too deep into the idleness of it. Mm-mm. So I do like that they address at least the fandom part of it.
Yeah. But
they don't want to go into the weeds too much because they're still selling you like a sweet romance.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the priority.
Right.
And it's shot very well.
This show is, I actually think I don't think my MVP is like the
It's
production,
the cinematography.
but the production value on this
yes,
show
totally.
feels so big
Yeah.
in comparison
Yeah.
to other things.
Other things.
It's such a gorgeous show to watch.
It's so fun to watch the GMM shows that we're watching right now, like for Moonlight Chicken and then this, to see the evolution. Because I think in Moonlight, they were trying to experiment. Like, what if we did try to elevate, make it warm, make it look like we're trying to do like a point of view with how we're presenting the show. And like with ThamePo, it feels like, oh, it's so polished. Like we didn't finish all of Cherry Magic Thai, but I remember those first few episodes were so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Of like, wow, Bangkok looks beautiful.
I know, yeah.
So it's been nice to like see that evolution from them.
It's hard because they pump out especially
Yes.
GMMTV. They pump
So
out
they have
so
to kind
much
of
content.
pick their battles
They
and
have to
pick their
battles,
shows.
and they have to pick what amount they are going to give to putting that as a focus of the project.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time it's just a very utilitarian shooting style.
But even then, like this year, I would say the two GMM shows that we watched this year that were very much like, it felt like they just churned out of a factory. Boys in Love and Sweet Tooth. And they were doing, like, Boys in Love was shot also very beautiful. And Sweet Tooth, like, was doing interesting things with how they were shooting and presenting it.
Yeah,
so like
the presentation I think was interesting on Sweet Tooth.
So I think they're
and
trying to evolve or grow.
My Golden Blood.
Oh my god, yes, exactly. Does this show to you? Does it do a good job of selling you Lycan?
Yes.
If you were not a person who's reacting professionally and like you were just watching this, I
fully would check out Lycan.
Would be like, wow, I'm all Lycan.
Yeah, I don't know. It would also, I mean, once I check them out, I would have to like, if their music is good, that would be the true deciding factor. Yeah. But it definitely got me interested enough that I would be willing to like
look into
check them out.
Okay.
Because I think this is gonna sound shady. I like how unpolished they are. Meaning
they feel ragtag.
Yes. They feel like 5 guys who are in a group together.
Yes, yeah.
Like sometimes they're
a little too manufactured.
Sometimes the manufacturing in K-pop, and by that I just mean like the precision is so intense that it's like it can start to feel that there's no
individuality.
What's the thing
members.
that's like hooking me in, right?
Yeah.
It's the thing of like when you listen to a digital song and you're just like hearing it perfectly, it's like, okay, well, there you go. But when you listen to it on a record that has a little bit of crackle, a little bit of sizzle, that's the imperfections that make it go, ooh, this is a little bit more interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
So I think that is like an aspect that I really was interested in, is that they feel like 5 different people who are all in this group together, but not that they don't feel like a team. So I would definitely be willing to check them out for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your MVP?
Before I give my MVP, I will shout out a character that I wish had more to do. And it is the uncle who owns the suit shop.
He's great.
All of his moments were very small, but I thought that he was such a nice reminder that, like, at the end of the day, you are at a job. Like, to Po. Because I think he gets swept up, like, especially in the beginning. Like, he gets super swept up in the whole business of it.
I like that it doesn't become this, like, trauma dump of being like, I have to get over my last boyfriend.
Yes, yeah.
Like, there is...
They play around with Earn once in a while, but it's just enough to, like, remind him. I wish the uncle had a little bit more to do because I did like the wisdom that he was imparting, and I wish it sustained because he was the first person to see ThamePo as a couple. So it would have been nice to, like, see that.
I like that he got a little finale,
I like the
too,
call
that
out at the end. He was like, oh my god, my suits. I've never seen my suits on TV before. My ultimate MVP. Okay. Oh my god. So when the show first started, I was like, who is this Est? I'm obsessed with Est. I don't know who you are. I am obsessed with you. I want to know everything about you. If I was to pick one MVP performance in the show, It's William.
Oh my god, I was gonna say
It's-
William.
He
God.
totally melts
I know.
into Tame.
The scene when Poe has to walk away from Tame, and then you find the thing later that was like, please don't ever let me go. And he let go of his hand.
Because I do think S sometimes, like, he's a very capable actor, but his face is a little too stoic for me sometimes. William is like emoting with his eyes, specifically his big, beautiful brown eyes.
I think it's also nice when that's the juxtaposition, right? Like,
That's true. Yes. Yeah.
Tame is supposed to be like
The emotional, or like the.
You would assume that he's not going to be the emotional one, and it is nice that he.
It's my beautiful man.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's
No,
yeah,
it's
I don't
not.
think so, but yeah.
The the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, William really surprised me with his acting.
I was
like,
gonna give
wow.
it to William too, so I will give it to S.
Test.
I think
I mean, it's star fucking quality.
I think he carries the whole show.
Yeah.
I really do think he's really good.
He a little bit of S comes out sometimes when he like rolls his eyes, or like he is sassy.
Yes.
Which is fun.
Sometimes
it's fun.
Poe is not a character that I'm always like the most invested. This type of character, the one who's like new to an environment, so a lot of it is just them finding out how the environment works, and he has to do a lot of that in the show. So it's just a lot of him learning new things, because he's the audience surrogate. But I think he does a good job. I root for him completely the whole time. He's so easy to like. And even when he has to make the hard decision, it's like he makes it so clear why that's like the choice that it you're just like, yeah. Like you deserve whatever you like or get. I don't know. He was really good in the show.
Yeah. You were rooting for them.
I was rooting for them.
Okay, Adam.
And their name together makes Tempo.
Yeah.
Which it took us multiple weeks to figure that out. Like rhythm.
It's cute, yeah.
Heart skips a beat.
Okay, Adam.
Okay.
So in our tier list, we've got What Are Twice Fans Called Once. That's how much we would watch this. I ain't reading all that. Congratulations. So sorry to hear that. Complicated Fave.
Syndication.
Keeping this in syndication.
Single-handedly keeping this in
syndication. And wish I could scrub my memory so I could watch this all over again.
Single-handedly keeping this in syndication. 100% for sure.
Yeah. This is a syndication
This
show.
is a syndication show. This is like the exact... This is the Aristotelian ideal of a syndication show.
Are there... Because when I think of syndication, I only think of sitcoms. But there is, like Touched by an Angel. Like Procedurals, yeah. Criminal Minds, they'll constantly play.
I don't know how syndication works nowadays with the seasons being so short on shows.
So we've got, character-driven, plot-driven, and we've got Made for the Gays, Made for the Straights. Okay, so the first one is the Made for Gay, Made for Straights.
Oh.
I do think this is more on the hetero side.
For sure. Made for. Yes.
There are some sensibilities about it that I'm like...
Yes.
This is a nod to gays.
He is a gay character. It is like explicit that he is like a gay character.
Yes. He's like, I date men.
Yeah. So I do like that.
I have an ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
But there is nothing... But on the other hand, I don't feel that this show is like so made for the straights that it's like teaching people about what gay people are.
Yes. It's not teaching anything.
No,
except like
it's not
the parasocial is probably the closest thing that it got like preachy.
Yeah, that's true.
So I would say to the straights, but not all the way around.
Central.
Really?
I don't think it's like...
I think it's like 2/3 of the way into the straights.
I think it's just made for anybody.
That is true. It is very...
It's just very universal.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think it's doing super traditional...
gender roles for them.
Yes.
I don't think so either.
Mm-mm.
Okay, what then? Character driven or plot driven? I think it's plot.
I think it's plot driven, yeah. It does not feel character driven.
No.
The characters do go on journeys.
The characters grow.
But it does not feel that this is a character piece.
Who's the protagonist?
S is for sure. Or Poe is for sure the protagonist. Because what does he learn though? That he can be loved
That
by,
he can be
by
loved
an
by
idol.
you, just you, and
Nobody
nobody else but you. Yeah, because like his accepting of everything that has happened to him helps him pull off the final heist of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it is S. Because William is the one that
They're kind of co-protagonists though.
yeah. I think they show growth pretty equally. I felt like not that it
It's
does
a nice
like
two-hander.
yes, not that it's like a full POV of like one character.
Mm-mm.
They do a good job of like going back and forth.
Yeah.
Wow.
But for sure plot driven.
Yeah. Okay. And that's ThamePo.
That's ThamePo.
Heart that skips a beat. So Adam, with this show being over, what are the divas voting on for the next
So the
BL?
poll is now open.
Mhm.
And the vote, we are either voting, there are 3 options. Okay. Option 1 is a combo of Where Eislinger and Blooming. Option 2 is To My Star 1, To My Star 2. And option 3 is Let Free the Curse of Taekwondo.
In a theme of the poll that you are calling,
it's wonderful.
yes, to
for
celebrate the
Hwang
works
Da-soo.
of Hwang Da-soo. So there you go. We have seen Blooming, Where Eislinger, and the To My Stars already.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be a rewatch for us since we first saw it live
And then
pre-channel.
And then a true recap.
And then a true
Series recap.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then Let Free the Curse is something we haven't watched yet.
Nope.
Are you particularly pulling for one over the other?
I truly would watch any of these.
I would watch
it's
any
also
of
been
these.
so long since I've watched them that I would be eager to watch them.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree.
Because I know there's things I've forgotten.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. You can join patreon.com/boysloveboyslove on the BL Lover tiers or the combo tier to be able to vote for the next BL. Right now, we're also recapping Moonlight Chicken on a weekly basis and sinking our teeth like the
sinking
fangs
our
of it.
fangs and venom into
revenge
love.
Absolutely. So we've got, nice little diversity in our BLs.
Ass grabby over there.
Whee! Thank you so much, Adam, for...
The backs are arched.
Oh. Thank you so much, Adam, for talking about ThamePo with me today and to our lovely audience.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you,
for having me,
everyone.
RJ, on your little channel.
Thanks, everyone, for watching, and bye, Fern.
Bye, Fern.